Welcome everyone. This is Aremison Business Services, and today we're tackling a decision that can change the trajectory of your financial future. Choosing the right financial planner. In an age where 27% of Americans already work with a financial advisor, it's crucial to make that choice deliberately. Because money mistakes cost more than just dollars. They cost time, peace of mind, and sometimes years of security. By the end of our unique session together, you'll understand the top 5 mistakes people make when selecting a planner, and more importantly, how to avoid them. We'll draw on the latest industry data, like the fact that asset-based fees now account for over 72% of advisor compensation, and real-world studies, from Vanguard to Morningstar. This isn't motivational fluff. It's raw research-backed truth. So lean in, take notes, and let's get started. Mistake number 1. Choosing based on referral alone. Imagine hiring a pilot because your neighbor said he's great with planes. Sounds risky, right? Yet 43% of you, adults, still turn to friends and family first for financial advice. And many never look beyond that referral. The data. A Vanguard study warns that personal referrals often skip crucial vetting steps, like examining fee structures or verifying fiduciary status. And Schwab's 2024 Modern Wealth Survey found only 36% of Americans have a written financial plan, leaving nearly 2/3 trusting informal recommendations over documented strategies. Why it's dangerous. 1. Misaligned goals. Your friend's priorities: retirement at 55, paying for private school, aggressive growth, may not match yours. Lack of accountability. It's awkward to question a loved one's advice when things go south. Credential blind spots. He's smart with money isn't the same as CFP certification or a fiduciary duty. What to do instead? Treat referrals as leads, not endorsements. Interview at least 3 planners. Verify credentials on CFP Board's database. Only 3% of wirehouse advisors earn fees for planning, versus 38% in insurance B/D channels. Make sure your planner is in the latter if you need deep planning services. Ask direct questions. Are you a fiduciary? What's your typical client profile? By shifting from comfort-based referrals to evidence-based vetting, you'll sidestep the first and easiest to avoid mistake. Mistake number 2. Judging on outdated performance data. Next, let's talk about shiny brochures touting 15% average returns since 2018. Beware! Past performance is one of the worst predictors of future success. The data. Morningstar's analysis shows high-return funds from prior years frequently land in the bottom quartile later on. And asset-based fees, now 72% of advisor comp, mean those hot returns could be eaten alive by fees before you see gains. Why it matters. 1. Economic cycles shift. Strategies that thrived in a bull market can implode in a downturn. Fee drag. A 1% AUM fee costs you 20% of your portfolio's growth over 20 years. With many advisors now charging less than 100 basis points for high net worth clients, that fee drag is shrinking, but it still matters. Hidden risks. Overweighting a hot sector can leave you exposed when that sector cools. What to do instead? Request recent client case studies from the last 12 months, showing how your planner navigated volatility. Ask for their risk management playbook. How would they handle a 20% market drop? Focus on process over returns. A consistent rules-based strategy often outperforms chase the hot manager thinking over decades. By demanding evidence of current performance under multiple market conditions, you'll ensure your planner is nimble enough for tomorrow's challenges. Mistake number 3. Hiring based on familiarity. Choosing someone you know, your cousin, church member, or college roommate, feels safe, but emotional bias can cloud judgment. The data. FINRA reports that decisions influenced by emotion typically underperform more objective choices. Meanwhile, 3/4 of Americans with an advisor believe they'll be financially prepared for retirement, compared to 45% without one. But that confidence only counts if your advisor is the right fit. Why it matters. 1. Accountability issues. You're less likely to switch or challenge advice from someone you know. Conflict of interest. A family member might recommend products that earn them higher commissions. Guilt and loyalty. You might stick with underperforming advice to avoid hurting feelings. What to do instead? Interview neutrally. If I didn't know you, would you still be my planner? Compare proposals. Get written plans from at least 2 outside professionals. Check for flat fee models. The rise of flat fee firms. Wedmont charging $12,500 for $5 million assets shows that value can be detached from AUM percentages. By replacing loyalty bias with objective comparison, you prioritize your goals over your relationships. Mistake number 4. Overlooking fee structures. Fees are the silent wealth killer. Chiruli's latest report finds asset-based fees dominate, 72% of advisor pay, but the mix is shifting. By 2026, 54% of advisors expect 90% plus of revenue from fees, not commissions. The data. Chiruli also notes that clients routinely underestimate their advisor fees by up to 50%. Schwab's survey reveals only 36% have a written plan, so many aren't clear on what they're paying. Why it matters. 1. Hidden commissions. Insurance or mutual fund kickbacks can obscure true costs. Fee compression. As more advisors adopt flat or tiered fees, you need to understand which model serves you best. Service trade-offs. Lower fees can mean less hand-holding or fewer services. What to do instead? Demand transparency. Get a fee schedule in writing. Compare fee-only versus fee-based. Fee-only fiduciaries avoid product commissions, reducing conflicts. Benchmark rates. RIAs now often charge 0.75% 0% for $1 million plus PA. Mistake number 5. Ignoring compatibility with your goals. Finally, brilliance is wasted if it's misapplied. The Journal of Financial Planning finds client-advisor mismatches drive early terminations. The data. Only 36% of Americans have a written plan, meaning 64% are flying blind. Meanwhile, BLS projects 17% job growth for financial advisors through 2033. So the options are growing, but not all are equal. Why it matters. 1. Specialization needs. Retirement planners differ from business owner specialists. Values alignment. 88% of planners plan to integrate clients' values into plans. But will yours? 3. Service level. Some advisors offer annual check-ins. Others provide monthly reviews. What to do instead? Clarify your life stage. Young families need different guidance than near retirees. Ask about similar clients. How many clients do you serve with $X to $Y net worth? Probe for values fit. Discuss what matters. Legacy goals, philanthropic aims, risk appetite. By matching your unique profile to your planner's strengths, you create a partnership built to last. As we wrap up, remember that selecting a financial planner is a data-driven decision, not a leap of faith. Let's recap your action plan. 1. Referrals is not equal to endorsements. Vet beyond the intro. Current over past. Demand up-to-date performance under real conditions. Objective over familiar. Compare multiple candidates. Fee transparency. Uncover every cost. Goals alignment. Ensure their expertise fits your needs. Only 27% of Americans currently use advisors. Yet those who do are far more confident. 75% believe they'll be retirement ready. versus 45% without advice. You deserve that confidence. Your next steps. Download our free planner interview checklist. Schedule 3 discovery calls this week. Compare fee schedules side by side. Thanks for joining me. If you found this session valuable, share it with someone who needs a reality check on their financial guidance. Because when it comes to your money, clarity beats comfort every time.